One of the things that I've noticed happening a lot with kids lately is that they rely so heavily on using their eyes and the letters that are there that they really tend to ignore does it sound right and what would make sense. Here's an example of what I mean. If a child is reading a book about zoo animals, well, they know that they're probably going to run into words like elephant, giraffe, zebra, gorilla. And most kids can identify those animals on sight. Like if you show them a picture, they can say, oh, that's an elephant, oh, that's a giraffe, oh, that's a zebra. But what I'm noticing kids doing today is that they read along, and in the book it might say, I can see a, and then the next word is an animal word. Instead of looking at the picture to see what's there, they'll try sounding it out. E, ul, e, p, h, a, nt. There's a huge picture of an elephant on the next page. They're not using all of the clues that the author is giving them to read. Now, I'm not advocating that children only read by looking at the pictures, but the picture is there to help the child. Later on, as they progress through books, they may not have a picture of an elephant there, but if their story is The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, it's set in a forest. It's set with elephants and tigers and orangutans and things like that. The picture comes from their mind at that point. So you can stop them. If they're an older kid, you can stop them and say, wait a minute, where is this story happening? What kinds of things would they be seeing there? Put them back into the story, back into the context. If they're a younger, more emergent reader, that's when you're going to say, well, look right over here. What do you see on this page that could help you? Because that's fair. It's fair for them to use the picture. If they're reading picture books, the pictures are there for a reason. I've had some parents read with their very, very, very beginning readers, and they're trying to cover up the picture on the page so that all they can see are the words. Now, that's fair if they're reading something like, I see a cat, I see a dog, I see a hat, and every one of those words is, you can sound them out. If that's what you're practicing, that's one thing. But if you're practicing reading for the sake of reading, for getting meaning out of the book, then they get to use that picture. So please don't cover up that picture. If they're struggling with a word and they cannot get to it, it's not a phonetically decodable word, stop them, put them back in the story again, get them thinking about it. What would make sense in that part of the sentence, and then go back and validate it. If they say, oh, well, monkey would make sense there. Okay, well, now let's take a look at this. Could this word possibly be monkey? Or does it start with an O? Is it orangutan? Work from the backside. Have them make a guess, validate the answer. Always validate the answer. Don't just let them go on a guess. But don't let them get caught up in only using the letters that are there as their first line of defense, because they have 3 different things they can use. They can use their eyes, they can use their ears, and they can use their brain.